Hello, Pioneers. My name is Hallie Whistler.
And I'm Kylie Bradshaw, and this is The Press.
Today's cover story is about a fatal vehicular crash right here in Ohio that claimed the lives of 3 teens and 3 adults.
But first, Sam takes a look into Speaker of the House Mike Johnson's plan to avoid a potential government shutdown. Sam?
What's up, Pioneers? Let's take a look into Mike Johnson's plan to avoid a government shutdown. New Speaker of the House Mike Johnson has been under recent scrutiny for his plan to avoid a potential government shutdown. As reported from USA Today, Johnson's core plan was to, quote, stop the absurd holiday season omnibus tradition of massive loaded-up spending bills introduced right before the Christmas recess, end quote. This current spending plan is expected to end on the midnight of Friday, and as of now, the government is considering a shutdown due to several House Republicans not agreeing with this plan. This sort of tactic, which was used by Johnson, is considered as a, quote, laddered CR, which is a continuing resolution tool primarily used by Congress to increase funding levels to, quote, keep the government running in lieu of an agreement on next year's federal budget, end quote. If Johnson's plan were to be approved by the White House, it would extend operations from mid-January to early February, while Congress would discuss and come up with long-term spending plans. That's all I have for today. Now back to the desk.
Thank you, Sam. A crash involving 5 vehicles, including a charter bus full of school students, has left 6 dead and over a dozen injured. According to the Ohio State Highway Patrol, the accident occurred in Licking County, Ohio, at 8:52 a.m. Tuesday morning. A semi-truck crashed into the rear of a charter bus carrying students from Tuscarawas Valley High School.
18 people, including 15 children, were taken to several nearby hospitals to be treated for their injuries. Images show the front of the semi on fire and both the front and back of the charter bus severely damaged. The crash resulted in I-70 being closed in both directions for a number of hours. In an update near the crash site, Governor Mike DeWine made a statement saying, quote, "This is our worst nightmare, when we have a bus full of children involved in a crash," end quote. He later stated, quote, "Our hearts go out in prayers to all the families, all those who were on the bus, everyone who was involved in the accident," end quote.
Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina dropped out of the 2024 Republican presidential campaign. On the Fox News show Sunday night, In America with Tim Gowdy, Scott said, quote, "I think the voters, who have been the most remarkable people on the planet, have been really clear. They're telling me, not right now, Tim," end quote. Scott announced this just 2 months before the Iowa caucuses.
The remains of a Colorado hiker who has been missing for months was found this past week. 71-year-old Rich Moore decided to hike the Blackhead Peak, which elevates as high as 12,500 feet. Hiking alongside him was his Jack Russell Terrier, Finney. Moore was last seen in mid-August. Finney was able to survive in the wilderness and was by Moore's side when they were found.
Recently, economists have stated that inflation has cooled within the last month, and a large part of this is due to the decline in gasoline prices. Forecasters have predicted that the Consumer's Price Index will have increased 3.3% over the year ending in October. While inflation has fallen significantly from a peak of about 9% last summer, progress has slowly begun to decrease prices.
The country of Nepal has banned the popular social media outlet TikTok over claims of, quote, disrupting social structures, end quote. Nepal now joins the list of multiple countries who have since banned the app due to social issues. Nepal's Minister of Communication and Information Technology spoke on this decision, stating that TikTok has been responsible for, quote, disrupting our social harmony and impacting family and social structures, end quote.
A new worldwide advancement in science, as well as the medical field, was made this past month when a man received the first ever whole eye and partial face transplant. Aaron James, who hails from Arkansas, suffered a horrific accident at his job, which left him without parts of his face and left eye. After the incident, James and his wife traveled to the NYU Langone Health Facility to have surgery. After the 21-hour procedure, the assigned 140 surgeons were able to successfully transplant James' left eye and significant parts of his face. That's all for today, Pioneers. Thanks for watching. For The Press, I'm Hallie Whistler.
And I'm Kylie Bradshaw. Remember to tune in next Wednesday for more national news. Have a fantastic day.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.